All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Shots Fired podcast. As usual, it's your boy Big Joe.
I'm your boy Too True.
And this week, we're going to talk about a variety of things. We're coming off a week 1 win versus the New York Giants. Just some of the things we're looking at on this podcast episode. We're going to talk about the Cowboys and the Redskins. Some of the things we're looking at is Zeke going to carry more of the load? What the predictions for the scores might be? What we're looking at. Let's see who's going to make a difference and who's going to show up and show out. Some other things we're looking at. What I would consider the game of the week. Saints and Rams. Big rematch from last year. A lot of implications. Not penalty-wise, but rule change-wise, came out of that game, So we'll just kind of go into that. We'll touch base there. We'll preview the Eagles and Falcons. Will Atlanta come back after the week 1 fiasco? Can Philly keep that momentum going after that abysmal first half?
Boy.
What are they going to look like in the second game? We'll see what the final score might be, in our opinions. We'll talk about Tank not giving that New York Giants fan an autograph. There was quite a bit of huff about, whether or not he should have given him the autograph.
No biggie.
We'll talk about it. And we'll go over just some key injuries that have some fantasy football implications, some of the big names that got hurt and are out moving forward that you may want to either replace, bench, things like that. So first things first, like we do every week, we'll start out with our WTF moment of the week. This week goes to none other than Robert and Tiffany Williams out of Pennsylvania.
My God.
These guys chilling at home, You go to work every week, man. You bust your behind. You're just trying to make, paycheck to paycheck. You come home, check your bank account. Got $120K that you didn't have a few days before.
$120,000.
What would you do with $120K, bro?
Man, I'm gonna go buy me a 4-wheeler.
Okay.
Buy me a motorhome.
Okay.
Help my friends out. Help my boy out.
Yeah.
Give you about 20,000.
I can hold some rents.
Nah, man. I really don't know, man. I really haven't thought about it. I definitely do what normal people typically do. Go buy a house.
Yeah, that would be smart.
The house of my choosing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Let's get to these fools.
So. The first things first, if you spend over a certain amount of money, it's like you stole it, that's a felony.
They know that.
Everybody, I think, knows that. But these guys got $120,000, Robert and Tiffany Williams, $120,000 deposited into their account from BB&T on May 31st. It was a teller mistake. It was a bank error.
It was a mistake.
In all fairness. They didn't call the bank. They decided, you know what? We'll just go on a little bit of a spending spree, kind of like what you talked about.
Run up them bands.
From the 3rd to the 19th of June, they bought an SUV, 2 4-wheelers, a camper, a car trailer. They also said the money was used on bills, car repairs, cash purchases, and they gave $15K to some of their friends that needed the money. They also bought a race car, which I thought was really interesting. Once the bank realized, weeks later, that they had made the mistake and they finally figured out, where it went, they contacted them, trying to get a hold of them. They couldn't find anybody, couldn't get a hold of anybody. Finally got a hold of the lady. They said, hey, you owe us $107,000 in overdraft fees as well.
Boy.
Tiffany Williams then says, hey, can we work out a payment plan?
Bro, imagine how...
payment plan, bro.
Imagine waking up one day and your account is negative $107,000. What would you do?
Bro, First, I'll put it to you like this, man. I'm Hispanic. I'm used to being broke, but that's a different kind of broke.
Hey man, black and broke, black and broke.
That is a different kind of broke, man. I'm seriously losing my mind if I check my account and saw $107,000 in the negative.
You go crazy.
I sure as hell ain't calling the bank talking about, can we get a payment plan? I'm gonna be like, where the hell's all the money gone to?
Yeah.
So, the court papers showed that after the initial phone calls from the bank, the couple just kind of dodged them, whatever. They're now looking at felony theft charges. And they were released on $25,000 bail each. Man.
That's a lot of money. That's not even a year's worth of work for a normal person.
No, man, that's really not. Let's say you made $50K a year, being modest. That's 2 years worth of work, though.
Exactly.
You just got 2 years worth of work, and this is without taxes, basically. And all of a sudden they're just like, hey, by the way, we need that money back.
Give me every dime. I need every dime.
Every team. So, like I said, man, if I saw that kind of money in my account, first thing I do is I'm calling the bank. I'm sorry, I'm calling the bank and I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't want those problems. I do, I might be hard up for some cash here and there. I don't want those problems.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said earlier, black and broke. I might do what they did.
Bro, you be black broken in jail, man.
Black broken incarcerated. Nah, seriously, man, I mean, it just depends, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree with giving these people the WTF moment of the week.
Yeah.
But I understand why
That's
they
a
spent
moral
that money.
question, man. It's a moral question. It's
I understand, like, they going down here, I ain't never had this type of money. I'm trying to go ball out. I'm going to the club. I'm going everywhere.
Everybody.
I'm running out. Spent all this money, all of this money.
Knowing you ain't got it.
Boy, in less than a month.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like these loan scams, man. We'll flip your $3,000 and make it $10,000.
Yeah. Man.
We'll flip your $0 and give you $120K.
Yeah. All you got to do is just, check the account. It'll be there in the morning.
Boy.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah,
so,
man.
For that reason, Robert and Tiffany Williams, you guys get this week's
What the?
Moment of the Week. We'll be right back.